I mean, what you said was really interesting about loving your students. That's not easy because that really sets you up for, disappointment if it doesn't work out. Like, how do you allow yourself to be that vulnerable?
It's happened too, where I have felt betrayed, because when you love someone, you open your heart. And you also say things that need to be said if you're really honest. And I would say that the majority of my students have welcomed that, even the painful stuff. Not me so much, but knowing that it had to be, things would need to be said and need to be done. The ones that can't get there, I still feel compassion for them because I know a bit of their struggles or that they are struggling. I've tried to you can't tell people to go into therapy, but I always talk about how it's one of the best things I ever did for myself. And I have many students that have sought therapy and it's helped them because I can't be the therapist. And we may have a few moments where we go in that direction. And I say, I'm your trombone professor and I care about you and I want you to be healthier and happier and all these things, but it won't work because I can't be your therapist, and they know that. And it's better because you have to figure out how boundaries are. You have to figure out boundaries no matter what. And that's why all my students call me Professor Ordman, not Ava.
Mm.
When I first got the gig, it was sort of like, I just wanted to be Ava. But my therapist, it was always Dr. Barlova. We couldn't call him Raven, although toward the end I did at some points. But it's set up some kind of distinction that makes it a little bit easier when you have to do the hard stuff.
And it sounds like your way of showing love might not be like the most obvious to a student when you're coming down like so direct with them. But in fact, that is your way of showing love because that's like the fastest way to effectiveness, I imagine.
When I first started changing from the people pleaser to